Number 1 and number 2, both teams undefeated here.
Game day's here, right?
No, it's not.
That's weird. That game day would not be at the number 1 and number 2 matchup.
Yeah, well, the game day ESPN does not sponsor the Big Ten. Fox does, so that I would assume that's a good reason why they're at the SEC championship again. Like they go every year.
Put your bias aside, Luke.
You know,
who do you think the ratings like when both games are on? Who do you think's gonna have the more ratings, like the most ratings between the two games?
If they were both on at 8:00, what would you watch?
I'm gonna watch Ohio State, Indiana.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
This is All About the Balls podcast with Mark Davis, Kriska Meinhardt, Luke Rule, Jake Winnikine, and Nick the Doc Skirkowitz. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mark Davis. That's Kriska Meinhardt. That's Luke Rule. This is All About the Balls podcast, and we are back with some NFL and conference championships for college football predictions. And Luke, I'll start with you, man. No stress for the UCF Knights this weekend in college football, but a lot of stress for the Baltimore Ravens as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers, trying to avoid back-to-back L's at home against division rivals.
Yeah, I mean, another big game. We're still in the playoff hunt, so going up one full game here, well, game and a half against the Steelers would set us up pretty nicely for the little playoff push. And the Bengals play the Bills, so hopefully they can just knock them out. And
You'll be
Bengals.
You'll be rooting for Joshy Poo that game.
Yeah, hopefully we get a different Joshy Poo than the one that's played the last 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, they dominate. Oh, second half they came.
Josh Allen didn't dominate. The running backs did.
He was kneeing people, running people over. So I mean, we'll see what he does.
He's a hoe.
He is a hoe. Chris, you weren't here for this last episode, but congratulations to LSU. You got your coach, Lane Kiffin, the guy you've historically hated, and now you get to root for him. So congratulations. Saints play the Bucs this week in Tampa Bay. So Chris, how pumped are you for some college and NFL action this week?
Yeah, pretty excited. I was a fucking Twitter hoe today, and I was just refreshing the shit out of it for National Signing Day. But Lane did his job, secured the class, added more people. So
I saw Penn State, by the way, got a 4-star quarterback. I know we were offline talking about them a lot.
Yeah, the last two remaining recruits. Last two remaining signed to them.
They got 2 4-stars, right?
I think so. I think one of them's a 3. I know the quarterback's a 4, but I also am wondering if the quarterback will flip because his whole press conference was about the interim head coach, whatever his name is.
Well, most recently I saw they might actually hire him as full time. So that might be interesting. I mean, that'd be a desperation move to hire him full time after waiting this long.
The players want it.
The players get what they want, right? Unless you're Ole Miss and you didn't get what you wanted. Lane Kiffin left.
Yeah,
so
he's good. Ole Miss is fucking letting it rip on him too.
They are. They're more upset about Lane
everything
Kiffin leaving than they are excited about being in the playoffs.
They should be caring about the playoffs. Show that you can win without Lane Kiffin, and then after you win, you tell them
they got a couple weeks. They had a couple weeks to work with the playoffs.
Yeah, athletic director Ben Denis let the OC come back, so we'll see.
But he wouldn't let Lane Kiffin call plays. Interesting.
No, also apparently they knew 2 weeks ago that Lane Kiffin was leaving, so why not fire him 2 weeks ago? Because he wanted to win games.
Got to get there. Got to get there first.
Exactly.
That says what you have to. Yeah, that's all. It says it all right there. It says everything about Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss. Yeah. But you guys ready? You guys ready for some NFL predictions before we do some conference championship predictions?
Let's do it. Let's fire through them.
All right. Well, as you guys can see on the screen, this is week 13, and we were laughing before we started talking. And me and Chris were 0-4 the first 4 games as the underdogs won, and then we finished 8-8, 9-7. So hey, that's a good week for me. If we start 0-4, Chris, and we're not a losing record, I'll take that any day.
Yeah, I'll take it.
But Jake led the way, and then Luke and Doc right there, 10-6. Luke, you and Jake against the spread, 11-5, and then I'm 10-6, and Doc and Chris 9-7. So hey, this Thanksgiving week against the spread was pretty good for all of us, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad week overall. I mean, nobody had losing records this week, so we look pretty good.
And
Luke, we're getting better.
we're getting better. Luke, you're in first place in the spread now. We're all within. Chris, you're within striking distance too. You're 6 off. I mean, this is anyone's game. The last 5 weeks of this season, anyone can do it. Now, Doc is probably going to win the money line. I mean, he's up 7 on me, and then Chris and Jake bound for last. Luke, you're you could catch me, I guess, in the second place.
Right in the middle of everybody.
Yeah, just chilling,
hanging out.
Luke could have one bad week and then end up in last place.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can have one good week and end up really close to first.
Yeah. But Luke can kind of predict the scores. So, but let's jump into it. Thursday night football. The Detroit Lions hosting the Dallas Cowboys. Both teams coming off Thanksgiving games. The Cowboys beat the Chiefs. Impressive win. Lions lost at home to the Packers. Must-win game, boys. What are we thinking?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised looking at everybody's names here. I thought I'd be one of the only ones riding the Cowboys. But I just think the Cowboys they're getting hot at the right time. I mentioned it yesterday that they got players coming back. They got Quentin Williams now in the middle of the defense. The defense is playing a lot better football, and their offense has been pretty good all season. And this Lions team's been up and down, hit or miss every week to week. One week Dan Campbell can call plays, the next week he can't call plays. And you go 0 for 7 on like 4th down in the last 2 games, or 0 for 8 in 4th down last 2 games. Bad. That's losing football. So. He lives and dies by 4th down, and he's been dying recently on 4th downs.
Yeah, I actually had the Lions here before I sent it to Mark, and then I switched it over last second. Hopefully it's one of those good last-second switches. I just think the recent struggles the Lions have been having, the injury, St. Brown, he's not playing. The O-line's beat up. And then, like Luke, you mentioned, the Cowboys are hitting the hot seat when they need it the most. So, I mean, if Dak can keep on going, George Pickens and fucking CD is going to have another ball game here.
Yeah, tough to cover those guys.
No Terran Arnold, too, by the way. So that's a big loss on defense. Now, you guys all chose the Cowboys last week against the Chiefs. I was the only one with the Chiefs. So, second week in a row, on Thursday, I'm going against the Cowboys. I agree with everything you're saying. A lot of injuries. What lines we're going to get? Maleron's a game-time decision, probably not going to play. I think we're going to get a pissed-off Jared Goff and a really pissed-off Jahmyr Gibbs. And I just think it's going to be whoever has the ball last. I understand the Cowboys' defense is getting better, but I still don't think they're elite by any means necessary. So I'm going to go the Lions here in a close game. I think it's a field goal game. I think Bates is going to walk it off. I think it's a field goal game. They have the ball last, and they get to 8-5, and the Cowboys get to 6-1. Now, I wouldn't be shocked if the Cowboys win. It doesn't sit right being the only one, or all of us picking the Cowboys. I'm going to go Lions, save the graphic here, but Dan Cable gets them fired up.
Their team nobody wants to see in the playoffs. The Cowboys.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
Yep. I've been told that too.
Yeah,
now,
allegedly.
Seen them in the playoffs multiple times with Dak, and
it usually does not turn out that well for them.
They get a win maybe every so often, and then they're bounced next game. But I will say they are playing good. I agree. They're clicking all cylinders.
Yeah.
Chris, your game. The New Orleans Saints, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in Tampa Bay, Florida. The Bucs been struggling as well. The Saints competitive in some of these games, but the Bucs are 8.5-point favorites.
Yeah, I don't think Tampa's going to win. This is a homer pick. I think everybody knows the trend here. But no, I mean, rough loss last week, but happy to see what Shuck's doing. He's playing best than every rookie this year, best completion percentage. So take it as it is.
No, not that many rookie quarterbacks are playing that good.
Yeah, I know. Not much to say about this game. I think,
Yeah, I gave the Saints a little bit of respect here. I think they covered this 8.5-point spread. I think it's more like a touchdown-ish game. Baker's still banged up, but I'm assuming he's going to play. Bucky's banged up again, but he'll be playing. Godwin, week 2 of him being back. So he might get a little more action this week, which will free up Emeka Egbuka a little bit. Mike Evans is returning to practice. Probably won't play, I don't think, this week, maybe next week. Just in time to go on a little run. But, yeah, I think the Bucs are too good all around to lose this game.
You forgot a receiver that is practicing too. McMillan has been practicing.
Is he really? I haven't seen that.
He's in his 21-day window.
Nice.
They could activate him. He is practicing. ESPN's saying he could estimate to return this week. That's if they clear him. I don't know. I mean, the last time they played them in New Orleans, did Rattler play or was that Shuck?
Rattler.
Shuck took over. Shuck took over though the second half. Got it. I just didn't know. Okay, the Bucs won. It was ugly. They blew them out still, but I think in Tampa here, I think the Bucs, the way they've been playing, I think that this is kind of like that Lions game I was talking about. They need to come out on all guns blazing here. I think you're going to get a really motivated Baker. You might see one of Baker's best games since probably the first month of the season. Bucky being back changes things. I just think that the Bucs are a better team, truthfully, and as good as Chuck, I think he's looked decent. Don't get me wrong, but I just think Tampa's going to come out here and it's going to be an electric game from Baker Mayfield and Bucky Irving.
Defense did shut down Baker first game, so
you did. I mean,
the only reason the score was so high was because Tampa had a lot of defensive touchdowns.
And they did. I just think it's going to be one of those games that the Bucs need to show, because if they lose this game, they're tied with the Panthers, and I believe the Panthers might have the tiebreaker. I'm not sure if they're the tiebreaker or not, but regardless, they're going to be tied with the Panthers. They're trying to create distance here. And they got to come out guns blazing. But, Luke, you talked about this in the opening when we were introducing you guys. The Bengals and the Bills in Orchard Park. The Bills 5.5-point favorites.
Yeah, I hope Josh Poo comes out here and puts the dagger in the Bengals once for all. Ravens couldn't do it last week. Hopefully Josh Allen proves that the last 2 weeks have been kind of a couple off weeks for him, and he's going to be back to normal this week. Coleman's back to playing. He played last week, got a touchdown. Yeah, one catch for a touchdown. That's about it. But Keon Coleman's back out there playing. They're running games. They ran the same play probably 30 times against the Steelers, so I'm sure they can do the same game plan against the Bengals and have pretty good success with the running game with both running backs they have.
This might be a James Cook game right here, Chris.
Yeah. I mean, Burrow looked good coming back last week, but I just think them traveling to Buffalo in December, it's probably going to be cold. It's going to be snowy. Bills are desperate. They're in a tight AFC East race, so I think Bills are just going to come out strong. Bengals defense worse in the league in scoring right now. So, like you mentioned, Cook, Allen, they're going to get it done with their legs.
Not sure if Slay and Thielen, who just recently signed, are playing this week. But, no, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins is probably back. It's going to be a tough matchup now. The Bills have a really good pass defense, very poor rush defense. It's tough, though, to guard Jamar Chase and T. Higgins together. It's not an easy task whatsoever. But you know where my loyalty rides. And Joshy Poo and James Cook, they get it done. Luke, they help your boys out. They help the Ravens out. Create some space between the Bengals and whoever is going to win between you and the Steelers. Give me the Bills at home. They moved at 9-4, and they try and keep up with the New England Patriots for the AFC East. A sad game. Very sad game. The Seattle Seahawks traveling to the dirty ATL. 7.5-point favorites on the road against the Falcons.
Yeah, I'm not even sure the Falcons get 7.5 points in this game, so I think it's pretty easy cover. This defense is nasty overall.
God,
and
damn.
yeah,
I know. I've never disrespected the Ravens like that in my life. Okay,
I'm joking. You probably get around 9 to 10 points.
Oh, barely over. We're a point and a half over.
Something like that. But this defense is nasty. Kirk Cousins has not looked that great. I mean, he didn't look that great last year when you guys benched him either. So I mean, he's pretty much the same. What's that?
Look good against the Saints.
Okay, well,
yeah.
This is not the Saints defense you're playing now.
Let's take the Miami fan role and fucking highlight beating up on a 2-win team.
Yeah.
Hey, we're a 4-win team. That's not saying much, man.
Hey, the right. Saints almost beat Miami though.
Should have.
I was hoping for it. I needed it. But yeah, all you need is Darnold to play decent football and not turn the ball over. And this game's should be an easy win for the Seahawks. I think easy cover.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mark, close your ears. The Falcons, they're just falling apart, dropping the last 6 of their 7, with especially some rough home losses as well. The Seahawks, though, on the other side, winning 6 of their last 7, also playing lights out defense. They're coming into a dome. That offense is going to be humming. They're averaging almost 30 points per game. I don't think they're going to take their foot off the pedal here, going up to a struggling team right here.
It's hard to, if I keep my ears closed, my eyes are still open, and I'm still watching the Falcons, and I know what they become. They become a trash team. This is the first time I picked against them all year. And Luke, you're not wrong. Kirk Cousins is probably going to be annihilated out there. This is a very great, it's probably a top 3 defense in the league with the Broncos and the Texans. They are amazing on that side. JSN's coming off his worst game of the season, which means double down on JSN scoring a touchdown this week. Put him in anytime touchdown parlay. He probably, which I don't, hopefully Trell's not the only one guarding him. Hopefully Trell is guarding him, so maybe it doesn't do as good. But Trell doesn't travel all the time. So I expect JSN to probably get like 8 for $1.50 and a touchdown, maybe even 2. It's going to be a pitiful game. The Falcons we suck. I mean, it is what it is. And the Seahawks are, in my opinion, a top 3 or 4 team in the league. And they travel well on the East Coast. They've done it with Pete Carroll. Now they've done it with McDonald. Seahawks cover on not even going to be a close game.
Yeah. At least you get to go in this game with like no expectations. And if you do win, it just makes you feel good.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Oh, cool. We upset the Seahawks. That's cool.
There you go. You got something to live on for.
I had a question, Jake. Jake's like,
now you just got like a worse draft pick.
Yeah, we'll be.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You're on first anyways. I forgot.
And instead of, by the way, our first round pick this year, which is James Pierce, looking pretty good. I mean, he's got 4.5 sacks, I believe. He's looked like a very good pass rusher with him and Jalen Walker. I like the future with that.
Yeah, so, third in the league, second league for sacks.
He's potentially defensive rookie of the year. He's got his name in the hat with the way he's finishing this season. So, I mean, it's a good pick for the 2026 draft, which is unfortunately our defense did pretty good. Our offense, which was supposed to be good, actually shit the bed. So, opposite year for the Falcons. Typical Atlanta. You just never know what you're going to get. Let's stop talking about them, Luke. Let's talk about your team, the Baltimore Ravens, hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers, your rivals in the bank, 6.5-point favorites.
Yep, divisional game. So, I mean, these games are pretty physical. They're usually pretty tight, down to like the last possession in the fourth quarter, usually. I know Steelers are pretty banged up on both sides of the ball. Ravens looking fairly healthy. Depends on what we really mean by healthy for Lamar. I mean, he's been off the past few weeks. Even though we've won a few of our last 3 games, he just hasn't looked good. The defense is finally stepping up, playing good football, but we'll see what they do. I'm not sure if they said Rodgers is playing yet or not, or TJ Watt. I saw he didn't practice today either. So
ESPN has them as returning.
Yeah, do they? I just saw they didn't practice today. So Ravens had everybody at practice.
Is Robinson and Washington back for you guys?
Robinson's probably not playing. He's practiced today, but he said most likely not playing. Ardias Washington was a maybe when they asked Harbaugh. So I would say lean towards no on both of them. Okay. But they are practicing next week.
Yeah, both these teams desperate for a win, both 6-6. I think the key difference here is going to be the running game. Steelers just got fucking gashed by the Bills for 250 yards. I think the Ravens are going to take advantage of it. I think it's going to be a huge Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson game. Who is it? Derek Harmon's out for Pittsburgh. So, I mean, defensive tackle, huge for them, huge loss for them. So, I mean, I think Baltimore is going to fucking ground and pound it, control the clock, keep it on the ground.
Just do a counter fucking 30 times. We'll just do the same thing the Bills did.
Yeah,
just
I think
it's Derrick Henry.
Exactly.
Our offensive line fucking sucks.
They're going to make that defense feel very bad.
Just watch my boy 77 out there. Watch how bad he is.
I think that this is going to be a close game. It usually is when these two teams play, it feels like. I'm going to go with the home team. I understand that didn't really matter much against the Bengals last week, but the Steelers don't have an offense like the Bengals. I mean, as much as you can hate on Joe Burrow, Luke, and Jake, I know y'all's feelings towards them. You know the Bengals will at least score throughout the majority of the season when Burrow's healthy and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are out there. They have DK Metcalf and whoever else is out there. Rodgers is banged up. The run game is a hit or miss with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the Ravens coming in here, they know it's a must-win game. Marlon Humphrey said it. It's a must-win game this week. They take it to the Steelers and they win. But I believe under 6 points, 6 points or less. It's not going to be a blowout by any means necessary.
I think Marlon. I think it's the last year of Marlon this year for us too. dude's steady getting cooked every game.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, he's definitely getting older. He's definitely in an aging corner. I think a couple has been saying the last couple of years it might be time to move on.
Yeah, I think he's gone. I think he's a free agent this year.
Okay.
So I think he's gone after this one. I don't think we re-sign him unless he wants to stay here for cheap.
We'll see. I mean, you guys did pay Mark Andrews 3 years. They're what, 39?
Yeah, he'll retire a Raven. I think it was the right thing to do, keeping Andrews, just because he's the all-time leader, receptions, yards, and touchdowns for us. So it kind of would suck to see him go somewhere else and play, even though his performance hasn't been that great this year. He's still got 5-6 touchdowns. So I mean, he's playing good football-ish when he gets the ball, but
5 receiving, 1 rushing on that.
Yeah. So
it's
not terrible for a tight end.
Not terrible, no. Let's go to the Cam Ward versus Shador Sanders game. This is the battle of what people thought were going to potentially be the top 2 quarterbacks in the draft. You have the Titans, you have the Browns. Browns 4.5-point favorites in Cleveland. Chris, let's have you take this one away since this is your closet team.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams are seriously terrible. Just being honest here, Titans probably arguably the worst team in the league right now. Ward's getting sacked at an all-time high. Myles Garrett is closing in on breaking the single season sack record.
He might get 6 this week.
He might do this week.
No, he might. It's nasty. I think he's just going to make fucking Ward's life terrible. Ward might not even want to go out there and play. Cleveland hasn't come out and said who's starting. It's probably going to be Sanders, though.
Did they not announce it yet? I thought.
No, I haven't seen an announcement yet.
Oh, I'm assuming it's Shador. I mean,
I'm sure it's going to be Shador also.
Yeah, and then it'll be
soon. It'll be
in a couple weeks.
Soon it'll be Deshaun. He'll get injured again, and yeah. But no, Cleveland's defense locks it up. Shador will fucking have a couple crazy throws deep, and if Jerry Jeudy can catch it,
Quinn John Jackson's probably runs all over his defense too. So
yeah.
Brown's defense is too nasty to lose this game. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. 13-3, something like that. 13-6. Boring game. One I'm not going to pay attention to at all. So yeah.
Well, the Titans even score 4.5 points, Luke.
It's gonna be close.
He just said tough. 3. He just said 3. So I mean,
I said 3 or 6. They might get 6 points. They might get a couple field goals.
Well,
maybe they get lucky and break off a big touchdown. But
the over/under is 33.5. By the way.
Take the under.
Well, unless you're Allen. Allen's gonna bet on the Titans to score a lot of points. He's gonna
bet Titans money line.
He's like, oh man, what are we doing? I'm like, well, you're betting a 1-win team, dude. I mean, and Cleveland by that's even worse if you ask me. But yeah, I mean, it's just this defense for Cleveland is the only shining spot besides Junkins and I think Bannon this year. Shador will do enough if he starts, and I believe the Browns win. And I wouldn't be surprised if Myles Garrett breaks record. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets at least 4 sacks and takes the league lead in sacks through their first 13 games, which would be deserving of the record, obviously, doing less games. So give me the Browns to cover. Why not?
The Browns.
Let's go on to Duval in a battle of 2 8-4 teams. The winner in first place after this game. The Colts, 1.5-point favorites on the road. The Jacksonville Jaguars, the home team.
What do I not know? I have Doc on my side. I'm good.
Danny Dimes said he's got a fractured fibula or whatever that he's playing on. So that's kind of the biggest thing for me is how healthy is Danny Dimes going to be? Is he going to be staying in the pocket and let this Jags defense eat him up, or is he going to be able to get the ball down the field? So, I mean, it's a toss-up game, taking Jags because they're home.
Another thing, Chris, you don't know is the Colts haven't won in Jacksonville since 2014.
No Sauce Gardner, too.
Oh.
No sauce.
So they beaten the Colts when they were a 1-win team. I lost that year in Survivor. It was week 1. It was their only win of the season before they got Trevor Lawrence. They've beaten them when they didn't need to, and they've ruined another draft pick. They've done it. They've beaten Phillip Rivers, Andrew Luck, Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz. The list goes on and on for these quarterbacks. And I think the Jaguars are not that terrible, and somehow they win without Trevor Lawrence being good. They have a good run game. They have good weapons. They have a pretty decent defense. Like Luke said, Daniel Jones is banged up, and if you stop Jonathan Taylor, if you hold them under 100 yards, they're 2-4 this year. All 4 losses have come with Jonathan Taylor being under 100 yards. So give me the Kitty Cats in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I mean, the Jags are going to have to rely heavily on Taylor, but the thing about it, though, is that the Jags have the best run defense in the league, only allowing 82 yards per game. So, I mean, it's really going to be up to Jones avoiding those costly mistakes, getting Pittman and Pierce there often.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Danny Dimes had his college teammates make him a special little 3D printed pad. So
I'm sure that bitch still hurts though.
Yeah, he didn't look too crazy against the Texans. So.
I saw the one video of him in practice, just fucking waddling around trying to practice. I'm like, yep, I'm not picking this team.
And they have a tough schedule. Like the remaining part of their schedule is brutal. They have the hardest schedule remaining.
Yeah, it sucks. It's a bad time for your schedule to be really hard.
That owner better get out there and do something.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This game will be on multi-view this week. I think this is one of the better games.
But Mark, you know what the Colts have that the Jags don't have? The best owner in the NFL.
She is a very good owner, man. She's out there taking notes, trying to improve her game, her knowledge. She's trying to learn how to be a better owner. I respect that.
Not very good. She's the best.
Oh, the
best one.
She's the best owner. She's the best owner of the 3 in Indy. I'll give her that.
The best female owner in the league.
She probably is actually.
Yeah. Nope.
Sorry,
she is.
Gail.
Sorry, fuck Gail. Fuck Gail. Gail needs to fucking kick it. The whole city's done with her.
Let's move on to a team that had the previous worst owner in the league, the Washington Commanders, when they had Dan Snyder, but now they don't have him, and they're traveling to Minnesota to face the Vikings.
Go, Luke.
Yeah, 2.5-point favorites for the Vikings.
Yeah, I just watched the way the Commanders played last week. They played a really tough game against a really good defense. I get the Vikings defense is pretty good as well, but not sure what quarterback we're getting. If we're getting 9 or 13 out there, both are fucking ass. So it's gonna be the same thing again. So just Jefferson. This might be the game he quits because he's gonna be very upset losing to this team at home.
Show some respect to that backup. It was 12, dog.
12. Is he 12 or is he 13? I don't fucking know. I know he was bad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This
that
game
underhand was bad.
Yeah, this game was a complete toss-up here. So I just went with the home team here. They are getting 9 back, but I don't know. He just doesn't look good. Commanders do have like the worst defense ever, giving up the second most passing yards. So I mean, this should be a dream matchup for Jefferson. He should get fed the ball, but McCarthy is better off just spiking the ball every play.
I need to be Jordan Addison this week.
All 3 of us can go out there and have a better passer rating than 9.
Well, I wouldn't.
I don't think I would.
Now my shoulder.
I just spike the ball every play. I'd have a better passer rating.
Well, I can't even throw a ball, so I definitely would not be.
All you gotta do is just
down. Then
I could do touch passes.
But would you do like a touch pass like 12? Or would you like?
No. I'm not throwing underhand. When that motherfucker's coming across me, just show it to him.
I'd have so many interceptions. I'd just throw it to Jefferson.
You're pretty good back there when we were growing up out there in the field, man. You were out there. Well, you're better tight end than quarterback. I'll give you that. So, but yeah, I'm going with the home team here. Bad defense of the Commanders. Yeah, it's just not much to say here. It's just 2 bad teams playing each other.
Yeah. Also,
this will not be in the multi-view.
No, not at all.
No, it will not be. I mean, it will not be in the multi-view at all.
I'll see it on Red Zone.
Maybe. Might not see it much.
No, we got a lot of commercials during Red Zone.
Oh, here we go. But hopefully they take commercials during this game. The Jets and the Dolphins in MetLife Stadium. Dolphins 2.5-point favorites. Jets are wearing their cool rivalry weekend uniforms at 1 p.m.
Yeah, Jets are ass. Dolphins are ass, but not as ass as the Jets. So Dolphins can win by 2.5. Boring game. Also not my multi-view. Tua, I mean, he's looked a little bit better over the past couple of weeks. Jets are terrible on both sides of the ball. They are a little bit better on offense with Tyrod Taylor than they were Justin Fields, but still ass. Just an asshole right here.
It's going to be an A-chain game. I mean, he already topped over 1,000 yards. Jets are giving up 130 yards per game. A-chain's playing phenomenal. It's going to open up the passing game for Tua. I mean, I really wanted to pick Jets here, but
Dolphins actually find themselves. If they win this game, they go to 6-7. I know it's. Do we think they're going to win out? A couple of these teams that they play, probably not. But you win this game and you find yourself at 6-7, you're still in the hunt. You're still there for a wild card spot. If you win out, you go 10-7. But I don't think the Jets are going to stop the Dolphins this week. I just don't. I don't care how cold it is. I don't care that it's going to possibly be a cold game for Tua. The Jets suck. And the Dolphins have way more talent. A-Chain has been one of the best players in football this season, and it does not stop here. So give me A-Chain and the Dolphins.
A-Chain?
I like that for Dynasty.
Yeah, I do too for my office league. Let's move on to a game that was close back in Denver on Thursday Night Football. This is the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Broncos 7.5-point favorites.
Yep, this one won't be close. I don't think. Broncos, offense hasn't been that great this week, but this is their game to right the ship here. Get Bo Nix and these receivers out going, and if I can feed Harvey, and this defense is just going to tee off on Geno Smith.
The Broncos just got to think that every quarter is the fourth quarter, and then Bo Nix. Yeah, like Bo Nix will go out there if he thinks it's the fourth quarter every single quarter, he could probably throw 300 yards every single game with 3 touchdowns. But they don't think that all the time. But I think this game right here, like you said, this is that game that gets the offense going, at least for this week. The Raiders are trash. The Broncos, I do believe, have talent all over the place. Pat Surtain was back last week. Defense, I got a little gashed against Mariota, but I'm sorry, Geno Smith is nowhere near. I don't think near the talent of Mariota. So, give me the Broncos here to win this game and win by at least 8.
Yeah, hot take. I think the Broncos are a fraudulent 10-2 team. Don't roll your eyes. I mean, they do have the best defense, or one of the best defenses in the league. The offense just isn't looking good for me. I don't know what it is, but like you said, Mark, I mean, like the fourth quarter, something comes along. But I mean, it's the Raiders. So
it's like the Chiefs last year. They win those close games. If they got the ball last, they're going to figure it, or they're in one score game late in the fourth, they'll figure out a way to win it, just like the Chiefs did last year.
Yep.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. I guess we're all on the Broncos, guys. Let's go to the Chicago Bears, going to Lambeau Field to face the Packers. I think the winner of this is in first place in the division. Packers are 6.5-point favorites at home.
Yeah, this was a toss-up game for me because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what Jordan Love you're going to get, and I don't know what Caleb Williams is going to get. So whichever one decides to show up this week, it's going to be the one that wins. This Packers defense is pretty good. Micah Parsons has been he's one of the top guys from sacks this year.
12.5.
And the Bears have the top team for turnovers this year. And Jordan Love's likes throwing picks. So this could be a defensive game, I think, for the most part. And I think both teams are going to try to run the football. Keep the ball out of the quarterback's hands for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, what nobody would have thought. Bears are NFC's number 1 seed right now. Shout out Doc. But I feel like most of the success here was defense leading the league in takeaways right now. The Packers are definitely one of the most careful teams, giving the fewest turnovers this season. And historically, Green Bay has won the last 16 of the last 18 regular season games. They especially love winning this game in Lambeau. So the Bears are good at running the ball. The Packers' run defense is actually really good. So I'm going to go Green Bay's defense is going to win it here.
Fun fact, the last time they played Lambeau Field, the Bears won last year. So very interesting. Now, it was first off painful for Doc to have to admit that the Packers are going to win this game. It took everything out of him. Everything in him to say it, but I just believe that the Bears are finding ways to win. And you guys know how I feel about the Packers. I don't think that I think they're more overrated than Chicago. I really do. I think Chicago is a better football team. I think that this run game with Mangani, whatever, and Swift, they're finding they're killing it. Caleb is making plays at the right time when it needs to be done. I think the defense, like you said, Luke, is turning the ball or getting a lot of turnovers here. Love is due for that game. And here it is. He's due for that. Jordan Love, he is the worst quarterback or the worst best quarterback in the league. And that's Jordan Love. And it's going to be this week that he shows it. I had the Packers coming into Lambeau Field, going to 10-3 and winning this game and putting a footprint in the NFC North. So give me the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Bears down. What do they say?
Bear down. Bear down.
Bear down.
No, I don't understand that. I don't understand why a bear
why would you make the bear go down? Does that mean you lose? When you want to go bear up?
Yeah, when Atlanta says rise up, we don't say rise down.
No, it's falling. Why would you want your bear down? You want your bear up. You're fierce.
Yeah, you got to ask Doc about it.
Like that bear looks really fierce on the screen right now. Like I'm scared of just looking at that logo.
But imagine if it was laying down.
Yeah, if it was upside down, I would be like, this thing's a joke.
Hibernation. I mean, it's wintertime.
Like if I wanted to be not scared, I look at that dolphin right there. That's an ugly looking dolphin. But that's a scary looking bear right there.
Yeah.
So let's go to the NFC West. The Rams coming off that loss to the Panthers. No one thought it was going to happen. They are 7.5-point favorites in the desert against the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, this is a get-right game for the Rams. It's bounced back from last week's terrible game that they had on offense and defense, really. Overall, terrible game from the Rams. I think Stafford gets it right this week. I think they're just going to put a beat down on the Cardinals. Get my Devontae Adams 1-yard fade. So give me a couple of those.
Yeah, Cardinals struggle at home. I think this can be Matthew Stafford's get-right game. Get back in that MVP conversation. Terrible game last week against Carolina. He's going to torch the secondary with Nakua and Adams. Adams is only usable within the 10-yard line, though.
That's not true.
It's mostly true. That's the only person Stafford targets in the red zone.
Well, he catches them though.
No, he does catch it. I'm not hating on it.
Well, he's catching a lot. He's catching a lot in the middle of the field too. It's just a lot of it's overlooked because it's all these touchdowns he's getting inside the 10-yard line. But no, I feel bad for the Cardinals. This is gonna be a beatdown out there in the desert. Like you said, Luke, coming off that terrible loss, Stafford is gonna go out there and probably throw for 275 and 3 touchdowns. I wouldn't be surprised if Kyrie Williams has 100 yards in this game as well. And the whole offense just eats. The defense eats. Give me the Rams to get to 10-3 and beat the piss out of the Cardinals. Let's go to Sunday Night Football and a game I'm actually really excited for. The Kansas City Chiefs sitting here at 6-6, hosting the 7-5, now in this AFC South race, Houston Texans. Chiefs 3.5-point favorites.
Yeah, this is the game where the Texans prove themselves that they're going to be competitive in the playoffs. This defense, number 1 defense in the NFL. Their D line is nasty. Hopefully, they'll be eating up this kind of beaten up Kansas City offensive line and getting to Mahomes and getting him down on the ground, not letting him make any of his crazy plays. And the offense, CJ Stroud, he looked really good last week. I think he's getting back in the rhythm of it, coming off of his concussion injury. These receivers, Higgins and Collins, they're out there balling. Running game's nice. Higgins looks really good.
Yeah, he does.
But run game's hit or miss with them. It's not really too great with Chubb, but I think the close game, but I think they can edge it out.
Yeah, I mean, Texans defense playing unbelievable, first in yards allowed in the NFL right now. Chiefs offense definitely been inconsistent, but got to go with the home team here. 5-1 at Arrowhead. This is queued up to a Mahomes 2-minute kick a field goal type of walk-off field goal type of win.
Something like that.
Put the dagger
that
on
one.
them.
That
one.
Finish them. Yeah, I believe that the Chiefs win out. And to win out, you have to win this game. And they get to 11-6. They won't win the West. That's fine. They'll be a wild card team. First time in Mahomes' career. And I respect the Texans. I think even a loss won't hurt the Texans. I still think they can still win the division. They can still get in the playoffs. The Chiefs got to win this game. They got to start winning out because these other teams I think are going to fall. I do think the Chargers and Colts are going to start to make a mess of their final stretch of games. So with that being said, Mahomes rallies the boys, Bucker walk-off field goal, Chiefs get to 7-6, and they start to have a good December, and they build their way to January for the playoffs. Racey Rice game 2. Calling it. Monday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Los Angeles Chargers. Eagles 3.5-point favorites.
Yeah, hopefully this is the game gets Eagles fans to really protest Sirianni. I think this offense is still not going to really have it figured out. Defense is playing good for the Eagles, but I kind of just like the overall team of the Chargers better. Solid defense. Offense has looked all right. I know Herbert's hand is beat up, but I'm pretty sure if Herbert – my pick is contingent with Herbert playing. If Trey Lance is out there, then I'm flipping over back to the Eagles. But if Herbert's playing, I think they can win this game. Hampton might be back this week. Yes? No?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's been practicing, but this is
his second week of practice back, right?
Yeah.
But either way, it doesn't matter if he's back or not. Eagles' offense is terrible. I think it's going to be bad this game again.
I went with Luke here. Upset pick right here. Philly dropped 2 the straight. Massive choke job against the Cowboys. Absolutely looked flat against the Bears. The offense is struggling. I think fucking Patullo, or however you say his name, his house is going to get egged again.
Might get toilet paper this time.
Yeah, no, it's going to be bad. Chargers defense ranks 3rd in total yards allowed, 2nd in passing yards allowed. Hurts is struggling passing the ball. We saw A.J. Brown a little bit, but just not enough. Luke, you mentioned Herbert's hand injury. It's his non-throwing hand. So, I don't think it should affect him too much. Even if it does, I think Vidal, however you say the running back's name, can carry the load.
Vidal.
Yeah, he's pretty good for a running back 3.
Chris said 2 different ways, and neither was the correct way.
How do you say it?
It's Vidal.
Vidal? What did I say? Vidal or Vidal?
Yeah.
Vidal.
Yeah.
Well, it says fucking D-A-L. How do you get Del? Vidal.
Hey, man. I didn't name him.
I didn't name him. Didn't pick the name.
Not my family name. No, I don't trust Herbert. I don't trust Hurts. But the Eagles are probably going to be the home team in the Way Stadium. And probably more green than there is blue and yellow. And I believe the Eagles come in here, like I said, the Chargers make a mess of their final stretch of the season. I'm going to go the Eagles here. I think they kind of quiet the haters a little bit. I'll still hate on them, but for this week, I have the Eagles flying high into the Chargers and turning off the bolts and get a win here. And I think they cover. I don't trust the Chargers. I trust the Eagles more than I trust the Chargers, pretty much. That was NFL, right? And this is a big weekend, not just for the NFL, but for college football. We have, starting off on Saturday with the Big 12 championship in Dallas, Texas, in Jerry's World, the BYU Cougars, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, 11 versus 4. The winners in the conference are in the CFP. If BYU loses, they're most likely out. Guys, what do we think?
Texas Tech beat them down last time pretty bad. I think this Texas Tech team is loaded. They went all in the transfer portal, paying all these kids all this money, and they hit. So their one loss is a bad loss with their backup quarterback I think, on the road to Arizona State. So, but other than that, they've been lighting teams up while their quarterback is healthy. I know BYU is riding a high. They got their coach back for another at least 3 more years. I can't remember what his extension was, but he's staying. Crumble Cookie paid him off pretty good. So, I think both teams will be a dogfight. I think it's be a little bit closer game, but I think Texas Tech still gets it done. Sorry, BYU, but you're going to miss the playoffs. Sorry.
Yeah,
I think they should be in the playoffs either way, but I don't agree with their 11th ranking, but that's just me. they have a better strength of schedule, strength of record, everything over Notre Dame. So, but Notre Dame's bigger brand.
Yeah, I really want BYU to win this game just because, I don't think Notre Dame should be in. But like you mentioned, Texas Tech hit on the transfer portal. It shows what Ohio did last year, what happens when you hit on the transfer portal. Texas Tech's doing it. I think they're going to run away with it.
Yeah, I'm on your side here. Texas Tech has looked good all year. Yeah, they had the one kind of bad loss against Arizona State in the desert earlier in the year. It happens. They beat BYU in Lubbock early in the year, and I get it. It's not in Lubbock this year for this game, but it's in Dallas, Texas. Texas Tech doesn't have to travel as far as BYU. They're playing better football at the moment, and as much as we would like Notre Dame to be out, yeah, I would like to see BYU win just because of that. But I just truthfully think that Texas Tech wins this game, and they find themselves probably a top 3 seed, depending on how far they push Ohio State or Indiana down. And I guess Texas Tech, I mean, it's crazy to say they're the best team in Texas this year. Give me the Red Raiders.
Red Raiders.
That hurt to say. That really hurt to say this year. I mean, but it's true. This year they've been better. Easier competition, but let's go to the SEC championship, Chris. This is our conference. This is what seems like the Georgia and Alabama Invitational, and that's because we have the number 3 Georgia Bulldogs and the number 9 they jumped over because of a fourth down call. Alabama Crimson Tide. Who wins this game?
I think this game's set up to be just like the Georgia-Tennessee game. I think Alabama jumps up big in the beginning, and I think Georgia, Kirby Smart, how he always does, he finds a way to rally the troops and come back.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think Bama's going to come out swinging in this game early, but I think they're just able to figure out ways to outlast every team. Like, if you don't put Georgia away early and stay on them, they find ways to come back, and they've shown it pretty much all season. Besides the first time they played at Bama. I know Kirby's giving them hell of fucking pregame speech and halftime speeches for this game too. He's gonna have the boys fired up. Stockton's playing pretty good football. I know Ty Simpson. He's probably gonna want to try to go have his Heisman moment. I think he might fuck it up, throw a couple picks in this game. So
it's hard to beat a team twice.
Yeah, I mean point proven. They played in the SEC championship. In 2021, Bama won, and then Georgia won the CFP national championship. But there's one weakness that Kirby has in his career, and it's the roll. And I have Alabama winning this game. I think Alabama wins this game. They quiet. If somehow BYU wins and Bama loses, what would that do to beat Alabama's credentials with Notre Dame? I think Alabama wins this game. And then the interesting part is, where do you put them in the CFP bracket? What number do they jump up to? How far does Georgia come down to? I believe Bama would have to be ahead of Georgia, both 11-2. Does Georgia somehow or Alabama go all the way up to the top 4 and surpass Oregon? That's a question. But I don't think Georgia wins this game. I think Bama has the recent track history against Kirby Smart. I think he's only beat Bama one time, and I think it was that national championship. I don't care if it's Kellen DeBoer, Nick Saban. It's his kryptonite, and I'm going Alabama. They're there. I mean, they need it because they can't afford to lose, and somehow that extra data point screws them.
Yeah. It'd be fun to watch. I know it's going to be a little testy game because these two teams play each other pretty often now.
They do. They do play each other. I don't know if they play each other next year or not when the new schedule comes, but
I don't know.
But let's go to the G5, probably the most likely scenario where this team's going to get in. That is the AAC championship. That is the North Texas. I'm not sure their fucking mascot, to be honest, but North Texas versus Tulane Green Wave. What do you think, boys?
Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, Homer rolling with them. I mean, it should be a good game. This North Texas team has been like red hot pretty much all season long. I know they haven't really played anybody, but this Maker, whatever their quarterback is, he's got like the best QBR of any quarterback in FCS or FBS football. So, I mean, I think he's going to go out here, sling it, and then he's going to go follow his coach to Oklahoma State right after this, after they make the playoffs. So I think North Texas wins this game.
Florida will be happy.
I'm going North Texas. That's who I picked in my ESPN college pick'ems for this week. 61% says it. I'm riding with the 61%. So give me North Texas. Oh, you said you already said roll Greenwood. My bad, Chris. I was waiting for you. Let's go to
roll motherfucking wave.
Let's go to the ACC championship, and that is between the 7-5 Duke Blue Devils and
this is really the G5 game right here.
10-2 Virginia Cavaliers, boys. If Duke wins this game, the ACC might find themselves out of the playoffs.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to see Duke to win this game just to see the chaos of it and how pissed off the ACC will be, I think Virginia, not Tech. I think Virginia wins this game. I think Duke's going to give them their best shot. I think they're going to go out here try to play spoiler as much as possible. But I think Virginia ends up winning the game. They're better team all around the Duke.
Let's just say that I'm happy this game overlaps with another game because I'd be pissed if it had to stand alone. If I had to if I had to sit at like the 12 o'clock slot to watch this game to kick off my Saturday playoff or conference championship, I'd be pissed.
No, the other game at this time slot should have fireworks.
Yeah, so whoever scheduled this game, kudos to you. What the fuck is Virginia's mascot?
Cavaliers.
Give me the Cavaliers.
They won 34-17.
100.
Yeah, they won 34-17 in Duke earlier this year. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina, and sorry, Duke. Virginia's winning this game. It's a shame though, 7-5. And this is me and Chris have been through this many times. Conference records is bullshit when it comes to being in the championship. Alabama should not be in the championship, and Duke should not be in the championship. But they are because of conference record and fucking the fifth tiebreaker. And it's a tragedy that teams that are ranked higher and a better record is not in the ACC championship to compete.
I'd love for Duke to win this game, though.
It would be awesome.
It'd be great.
It would be pretty awesome, yeah.
Not to see the ACC represented at all.
It would be awesome. Now, you guys are mentioning the other game in this 8 o'clock window, and that's on Fox, and that is the Indiana Hoosiers. Hoosiers, Luke. We were learning that chant in Nashville. And then the Ohio State OHIO Buckeyes in Indianapolis, Indiana, in the backyard of Indiana Hoosiers. Guys, who wins this game?
Yeah, number one and number two, both teams undefeated here.
Game day's here, right?
No, it's not.
That's weird. That game day would not be at the number one and number two matchup.
Yeah, well, the game day, ESPN does not sponsor the Big Ten. Fox does. So that I would assume that's a good reason why they're at the SEC championship again, like they go every year.
Put your bias aside, Luke.
You know,
who do you think the ratings like when both games are on? Who do you think's gonna have the more ratings, like the most ratings between the two games?
If they were both on at 8 o'clock, what would you watch?
I'm gonna watch Ohio State, Indiana.
Shut the fuck up.
What was the consensus of college football? You think the universe pick like when it comes to the ratings? You think they're picking to watch?
I don't know. I'm sure we'll get a little thing of the ratings later on next week. See what they look like. But primetime game in Indiana at the Stroud House.
The Stroud House.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it now. I think it's going to be a shootout both sides. Indiana, this will be their toughest test they played all season. Ohio State's played some pretty good teams this year, and I mean, maybe not. Yeah, no, they played Texas. They suck.
They've not.
Yeah, we did the best against them. We're 9-3.
Right. So, all right, interesting game. I think too much talent for Ohio State. I think they edge this game out. I would love to see Indiana win it, though.
Give me the Hoosiers. I think Mendoza is going to hawk up the Heisman right here. Fuck the red.
Well, they both wear red.
Yep, they're both red.
Fuck the bright red. Indiana's a darker red. They're like a crimson. Don't start with me, Mark. I'll fucking find out the exact color it is and tell you.
Yeah, well, please let me know. Or just do a Hoosiers chant. That's pretty good chant.
Hoosiers. Yeah, no, I think I don't know. I mean, neither of these teams really been tested. I think maybe Indiana's been tested the most. They played Oregon. I mean, Ohio played Texas week 1, but that's week 1. You don't really know what like your teams are made of.
And they were home.
Yeah. The Michigan game, I mean, should Michigan have won that game? I mean, if you didn't have a true freshman starting, maybe. I think it's going to be a shootout, though. But going Indiana.
Unfortunately, I have Ohio State winning this game. As much as I want the Indian Hoosiers to win and go to 13-0 and to win the Big Ten, I mean, it's something that we would have probably never thought in our lifetime would happen. Too much talent on Ohio State. You have Jeremiah Smith, you have Tate, you have Julian Sanders in the Heisman race, you have an electric defense led by Caleb Downs. You're probably a more experienced coach in the big moments with Ryan Day. I'm not sure if Brian Hartline is on the field still for this game as he took the coaching job.
From what I've seen, he is staying.
So you have Hartline there. You have the DC still there. It's unfortunate. Ohio State goes to 13-0 and they win the Big Ten. Indiana I think will probably put a fight, unlike last year when they played each other in the regular season. But give me Ohio State to win probably by like 10 to 13 points.
The Ohio State fans need it. They got their fucking gut pulled out of them today. All their wide receivers dropped and followed their new OC. So
they're all going to USF?
Chris Henry's going?
Chris Henry's not even committed. He's going to USC, Oregon, and then Texas got in the mix.
I don't think
we got in the mix? I didn't see that. I haven't been watching the recruiting today.
Yeah, Texas got in the mix. Apparently, they offered a huge NIL deal.
I would love Chris Henry Jr. Guy's 6'6" and a fucking specimen, apparently.
Yep, he's holding off, and they lost a few other wide receiver commits. Ohio fans were losing it on Twitter.
Knowing Ohio State, though, somehow they'll still find a way to grab one of these guys. Just the way Ohio State is. They are wide receiver university. Chris, I know you hate to hear it, but this recent run of the last probably like 7-8 years, they probably produced the most wide receivers with the most talent. So, but yeah, it's just unfortunate Ohio State's going to win this game. I'm rooting hard for the Hoosiers. You know, we had a lot of love, Luke, out there in Nashville with the Hoosier fans. We were getting, at least I was getting a lot of love from the fans out there. Besides when I did the one roll tide roll and got back in the good graces.
And they had a good fan base out there for the games. Yeah. It was fun. It was fun cheering along with them for that crazy Penn State game. Where
at first we were rooting for Penn State, and then we were rooting for the happiness. We wanted them to be happy. But no, guys, big weekend of football. NFL this Thursday, Cowboys Lions. That's a big game to start off the week. And then Friday night we get the AAC, and then we get some good old Power 4 conference championship Saturday, and then NFL Sunday and Monday. So, guys, put your big boy pants on. It's starting to get a little fucking hot out there in football land.
Yeah, is Tuesday the final playoff predictions? Is it
Sunday at noon?
Sunday. Oh, nice.
Sunday at noon.
Wow, they'll be doing this shit quick.
They will be. Apparently, every year they watch it all the games Saturday. When they had the Pac-12, they would watch it Friday, but all day Saturday, and they don't leave that room until they make a decision.
Yeah, they're all together. They all have those nice little lounger, lazy boys.
Oh yeah,
they're all gonna put their hats on. They're all putting the hats on.
I don't know what they're wearing, but they will be deciding. Luke, we will find out noon on Sunday Eastern.
Nice.
Can't wait to find out, guys. Great episode. It was good to be back here for 2 episodes this week. I know the last few weeks kind of been slacking with me falling asleep one day, the holidays, some people can't get on. It's just unfortunate. But, hey, we're back. We're going to make this push here for the rest of the year. That's Luke Rule. That's Chris Weinhardt. I'm Mark Davis. This is All About the Balls podcast. Have a good one. Enjoy some college and NFL football this week. Thank you for checking out another episode of All About the Balls podcast. We want to thank all of our listeners and supporters of the Sack House. You can listen to the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe and give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram @The Sack House.